was the one reboot amongst many that most people seem to agree was the actual good one. Welcome everyone to Retro Review TV, and today we're going to be looking back at the modern DuckTales animated series that aired on Disney Channel and Disney XD from 2017 to 2021. Now, right out of the gate, there was a lot of positive feedback to this series, due to the fact that it definitely combined many of the best aspects of classic cartoons with modern cartoons almost effortlessly. Plus, it took the few flaws of the original DuckTales cartoon, such as the near interchangeable personalities of the younger characters, and made them much more distinct. On top of that, the series had the most perfect voice cast ever assembled, using both experienced comedians and terrific theatrical actors, including getting the greatest actor of all time, Scottish native David Tennant, to play one of the greatest cartoon characters of all time, the Scottish billionaire Scrooge McDuck. Now that was perfect casting. However, the series was still not perfect. Quality between episodes, especially in season 1, did vary a bit, and it would have been nice if the series felt more timeless like the original classic DuckTales cartoons did, and had also tackled some more base-level social commentary like the original cartoon and especially the Carl Barks comics did. However, those will never be erased from history, and neither will this beloved new cartoon either. And when this cartoon was good, it was really darn good, filled with wacky humor and sincere heart. And today, we're going to take a quick look back at the 10 best episodes from the 2017 DuckTales animated series. Number 10. Last Christmas. In the series' first Christmas episode, we get a fun time travel adventure that features Dewey going back in time and meeting the kid versions of his uncle and mother. And while it is freaking hilarious to learn Donald was a goth rocker when he was a kid, it is also a very heartwarming tale that shows us for the first time in the series us getting a fair amount of time with Donald's sister Della and learn more about their relationship. Number 9. The Shadow War. Now this 1-hour season 1 finale adventure definitely knew how to feel like an action-packed blockbuster. It features everyone you know, and knew how to be very dramatic about this good versus evil thriller, along with how to still be funny. Especially when Donald Duck's voice is temporarily changed to sound more like one of the Avengers. Now that was awesome.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Wow, never been able to say that before.
Get ready for the storm.
I am the storm.
No, seriously, have you been saying things like that this whole time?
Number 8. Louie's 11. Now yeah, going in, you know exactly what the story is. It's an old school heist movie parody and homage. And while the episode does play up the heist movie atmosphere expertly, the real heart of the episode is when we see the story of how Donald, Duck, and Daisy first met. And it's really well done and freaking adorable, and uses the medium of television to showcase what seeing someone's true heart is in a creative way. It's just a great episode. Number 7. Let's Get Dangerous. Now yeah, this was basically the backdoor pilot episode of the Darkwing Duck reboot everybody wants, but for what they did with it, it's really well done. It's got all the action, mystery, comedy stakes, and fan service you want in something like this. Just like the DuckTales reboot as a whole, this episode combines everything you like about classic Darkwing Duck with many of the things you'd want in a modern reboot. It's just pure entertainment fun. Number 6. First Adventure. In this all-flashback episode, we see what Donald Duck and his sister Della were like when they were raised for a time by Uncle Scrooge. And while the basic plot of the episode is not complex, it does provide fantastic insight into the dynamics of the Duck family. Plus, Donald, Della, and Scrooge's very strong personalities play off each other very well to create some fantastic entertainment in this fantastic episode. Number 5. Whatever Happened to Della Duck? In this episode, for the first time in the series, we spend time with Della Duck and learn what happened to her over the many years that she went missing, being stranded on the moon. And for an episode that spends the vast majority of its time with just one character being alone, this story surprisingly works very well and really sets in stone Della's personality, making her suddenly, in your mind, feel just as memorable and interesting as the much longer established Duck characters are. Number 4. Woohoo! Yep, it's the series' pilot episode that really got everything started. Just about everybody that saw this premiere liked it, or at the very least, had nothing bad to say about it. Not all shows out there start on a very strong note, but the 2017 DuckTales series really knew who their characters were and had found their voice right out of the gate. Plus, it's fun in retrospect to rewatch it and see the proper hints to future stories that were planned out far in advance. It's a smart, silly, epic, and awesome first episode to this fantastic show. Number 3, The Last Crash of the Sun Chaser. Now, this was probably the darkest episode of the entire series. The kids of the family realize Scrooge knows what happened to the boy's mother and confront him with this, while on a plane that could soon be crashing very soon. Thus, the episode mixes high-stakes emotional turmoil with high-stakes life-threatening turmoil. And the moment when Scrooge finally unloads all of the backstory about how the boy's mother got lost in space and how it almost tore him apart, it's really heartbreaking to watch. It's Disney drama at its best. Number 2, The 87-Cent Solution. In this highly memorable episode, Scrooge starts to go mad when he thinks someone has stolen 87 cents from his money bin, leading to his family to believe he has gold fever. But then at one point, we see Scrooge starting to lose his mind, and then we cut to his funeral. It's a scene full of his closest friends and family gathered to mourn the loss of this great duck. But then it's all interrupted when Scrooge's mortal enemy, Glomgold, comes into the room proclaiming,
"All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. Whenever we remix, I win!"
"Oh my gosh, this is so wrong on so many levels, and that is why it's amazing. I mean, this has got to be the most inappropriate thing I've ever seen in a kid's cartoon. What Glomgold does in this funeral scene is in such bad taste, and that is why it is awesome."
Olsen, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it!
But luckily, it turns out it was all an act. Scrooge did not die, and it turns out it was all a ploy to get Glomgold to confess to a crime he did. But still, this episode was so freaking hysterical, and that dance Glomgold did will go down as one of the most epic things in Disney animated history.
Everybody hands go up, and they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. I win!
Number 1, Nothing Can Stop Della Duck. Now, this was a major turning point in the series, where we finally got the story where Huey, Dewey, and Louie are finally reunited with their mother Della Duck. Now, first off, the reunion moment that this family has is one of the most amazing moments in animated history. Just the looks, body language, and emotions these animated characters give off should have gotten the animators for this episode tons of freaking awards. But that's just the beginning. The rest of the episode is about Della for the first time in her life learning how to be a mother. And since spending time on the moon sort of stunted her mental growth, you could even say the story has parallels with teenage motherhood. There's even a great dramatic moment where Scrooge says how Della, in a way, is not a mother yet, because she hasn't really started that journey properly yet, but she can be a mother with time. It's an episode that teaches viewers that having children does not make you automatically some perfect parent, but rather explains how, just like kids need to learn and grow up, parents also have a lot of learning and growing up they have to do as well. It's a very mature and well done message, especially one for a seemingly kids cartoon. It's a perfect example of why the modern DuckTales cartoon should definitely be checked out by everybody. So if you have not already, give the modern 2017 DuckTales cartoon a chance. You might enjoy what you see.